Welcome to KCC for this second of the double-header Sunday T20 Cup action live from Kowloon Cricket Club. Aaron Bush with you. We got underway a little late and the broadcast even a little later. Got the audio up and running now. It is the Templars versus the USRC Vagabonds. Templars winning the toss for electing to bat, and no, that is not incorrect on screen. Dan Pascoe and Jay Davidson are opening the batting for the Templars. That is a wide. This morning's game, if you're just joining us this afternoon, the Templars had a big win via DLS by about 60 runs. That game, Sonny Bimsaria and Jamie Atkinson opened the batting. Jamie getting a 64 and Sonny getting a century. And that's been crunched by Davidson though. The captain putting himself up the order to open the batting with Pascoe. Launches the first maximum of the day. Rain delay between matches means this is 17 overs a side. Picked up nicely. It's not much of a speedster's pitch, this one, especially with even more rain. First game this morning, very slow pitch. That's crunched hard. Player out there, slippery outfield, but does well to stop it right on the ropes. Pascoe back on strike. Fun fact, these two out there in the middle celebrating birthdays this week. Dan's birthday last Tuesday, and it's Jay's birthday next Tuesday. Week apart for the birthday boys. Maybe that's why they're opening. Birthday celebration. What we also know is that USRC Vagabonds, they're happy the game got underway. They need a huge win with washouts. They want to make the Sunday T20 Cup semi-finals. Charges down, goes long, over the top of extra cover. Pascoe gets his first boundary. They like that down in the Templars dugout below our broadcast area. Final delivery of the second. Stays in his crease this time. A little bit of thigh pad going through to the keeper, keeping it to a dot. 2 overs done. The Templars are 16 for the loss of no wicket. Thirteen runs coming from the second over for the Templars. Farhad Hyatt bowl his second. So 3 overs less per side. 2 bowlers can bowl 4 overs. The rest can bowl 3. Power play is 5 overs long, not 6. It's Farhad to Davidson, who just stands and delivers. 1 bounce over the rope for 4. Long boundary. Would have been a maximum facing the other way, but that one just falling 1 or 2 metres inside the rope. And there it is. Crunched over long on. The deep third in place and a deep cover. So nothing long. Full toss. Jay inspects the bat. Got a little high on it. Rolls back. Good start from the Templars. Slower than this morning. That was madness from Sonny and Jamie. Now, because of Jay Davidson's big hitting down to long on, they've put the player back on the rope, which means the deep cover has come in. And that is something we saw in the first game as well for the bowlers from the bowling club, and they can find patches of this soft pitch, used pitch, that the ball just doesn't bounce. Both James Caldwell and for the Optimists and Dash Vora for the Templars finding a nice little patch out there, cuts back in and barely hits half stump up. We saw that one dribble through to Sharia Saeed with the gloves on for the Vagabonds. Runs behind square. Rain playing havoc with the pitch and also some of our camera equipment. Didn't like all those passing showers. Try to keep as many cameras up as we can. After that first boundary, it's been quite tidy from Farhad. Pascoe takes a single onto the leg side again, behind square. This one with bat. It's a no ball. Well, that's unfortunate. It's now the final delivery of the third will be a free hit. We've still got 2 balls remaining now with that adjustment. The second last ball will be a free hit. And it'll be Jay Davidson who gets it. They've adjusted the field because they took the single. Long on, long off in place. Deep third up inside the circle. Hits hard. Can't beat the infield though. Good diving effort. Pascoe back on strike. 8 runs coming from the over so far. Again, tidy. Saw plenty of runs this morning. The Templars putting on well over 200. 266 by memory. 265. It was 266 for victory for the Optimists, and they never got close. Wasp now not nearly as high as that. And that strayed onto the pads. Taken nicely behind square. Pascoe finishes off the over with a boundary, and he moves into double figures as well as the Templars at 28 for the loss of no wicket. Two double headers going on today. One double header here at KCC and another one up the hill at HKCC. And Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels are playing in that one against the Scorps. I'm not sure who won the toss, but the Infidels are batting first. Scorpions won the toss and they elected to bowl. Out in the middle, Harry Thomas and Devang Balsara getting a nice start in the 4th over. They're 23 for the loss of no wicket. We'll keep an eye on that game throughout the afternoon. Kamran Muhammad gets a second over. First one went for 12. And this one has just been poked over the top of mid-wicket. Easy runs down for 4. Ended the over with a 4 to Pascoe, and now another 4 to Davidson as he moves to 17. Cameron this time, and Davidson, he doesn't go for 4, he goes massive all the way towards the Cox's Road playground. forward of square, between square and mid-wicket. Massive. And one went so far, a new ball has been requested. It literally did go into Cox's road playground. There's a person trying to get the ball back to us in the playground. They have. Watch out, kiddies. That's a big six. Very nice person in the playground. He's got the ball back, thrown it over the fence. Four and six to begin with. Umpire Hamid Tuklu wants to quickly inspect the ball. He's happy with it now. And this one didn't get up and continued through. Wasn't far from the outside of the off stump. One of the bails has fallen off. I can see Anas Khan warming up at cover. Well, I said watch out, people in the playground. Oh, lucky this time it hit the top of the tree. Bounced back in because that was going pretty much into the playground as well. That was huge. Look at this. Exactly where he wanted it. Barely had to move the feet. And it is hit 3/4 of the way up one of those huge trees that overlook Cox's Road playground. And he's gonna go big again. That one's gone into the roof above the Boundary Cafe. That's the 50 up for the Templars. What a way to bring it up. He put two into the playground, puts this one into the cafe. Good start for the Templars. Getting up to 50 within 4 overs. Still a ball remaining in the fourth. Watch out, everyone. Davidson's hitting big. This time he'll take an easy single, retained strike after 4. Templars are 51 for the loss of no wicket. On the back of Davidson, 36 off 14. Up at HKCC, the Infidels have lost their first wicket. It is Harry Thomas. He was caught by Veer Mathur off the bowling of Mohsin Khan. So Niaz Ali, the man that scored a century in yesterday's Saturday T20 Cup final, getting the Tartars the victory and the trophy, is now out of the middle with Devang Balsara. Back here at KCC, as I guessed, Anas Khan will take the ball from the bowling club end. Try to take some pace off the ball. There is spin on offer on this pitch. We saw it this morning. Young Arev Mishra got a 4-fer. And for the Templars, Mitch Shah got a triple wicket maiden. So wickets to be had for the slower bowlers on this KCC pitch. And one of the best in Hong Kong, Anas Khan, The left arm around the wicket to Jay Davidson. Starts with a bit of an inside edge, backward of square, takes the single. Final over of the power play. Rain shortened match of 17 overs. That's why the Wasp isn't as big as perhaps you'd expect at this stage. It's not over 200 because there's 3 overs that have been shaved off the game. Gets a full one. That's going to be very close. Oh, Sherrier has misgloved that one. Davidson, I think, was going to be well short, but the throw wasn't ideal. A direct hit was definitely out. Davidson through safely, back on strike on 37. And he's gone. It's gone straight through him. That's what it's gone. A great delivery from Anas Khan. Full on off stump. Overplayed it there, Davidson. A great innings comes to an end for the captain, going out as a pinch hitter. 37 off 16. The first wicket falls for the Templars on 53. Just aiming it on the stumps. Drift. Wasn't any spin and such. Just went straight through him. Chris Carter coming out at number 3 for the Templars. He did that this morning as well. Round of applause for the captain. Dan Pascoe still out there, 12 off 12. USRC's coach Kashif just having a chat with the umpires as Carter comes out to the crease. Anas Khan, 2 singles, then gets the breakthrough. I do see Sonny Bimsaria warming up, so the Centurion from this morning looks like he'll be coming out perhaps at number 4 or 5, 3, 4. Carter's at 3. A couple padded up down there, so. Not a bad platform for Sonny and Jamie to come out to. They're already at the 50, inside 5 overs. Another one fired in, chopped out by Carter. Forward of square gets his first runs. Zips one through. Talked about birthdays earlier. Pascoe had a birthday last week. Davidson had a birthday this week. Another USRC player is having a birthday last week. Same date as Dan Pascoe, in fact. Doesn't play for the Vagabonds, though. We won't see him today, but a very happy birthday to Shahid Wasif. Wonder if he knows he shares the same birthday as Dan Pascoe. Only 17 years apart in age. As the Manhattan started well, but as always, a wicket changes everything. Also, an Anas Khan changes everything. Brilliant bowler. End of the first power play, 5 overs done. 55 in the books, going at 11s. Good start for the Templars. Change in bowling from the pavilion end as well. We'll just get confirmation on who's going to be bowling. Nizam into the attack. Starts on the toes. A little fumble from Sheria with the gloves. There's that one to go through. Runs off the bat. Carter on strike now. Tries to go big. Coming back for two, and it'll be two byes. Poked around the corner nicely by Carter, but the deep mid wicket's out there. Takes another single. It was wet and misty this morning's game, and now it's a bit muggy. No rain so far. Rain sort of stopped around 1 p.m. That's nicely played, but lofted as it rolls down to long on. A bit of a collapse on for the Infidels up the hill. Devang Balsara out. Antrim Rath bowling on LBW. Niaz Ali out for two. Ahan Trivedi also LBW to Antrim and Rath. So Mostly Khan's got two. Antrim and Rath's got two. And the Infidels are 37 for four. Here, 60 for one. It's that slow pitch again. Bit of glove down onto the ground. Well, taken by Sheria. The slow pitch, missing out a bit on the leg side. They're expecting it to come onto the bat faster. Now to get a good connection, but it hits the deck and really slows up. Zam, oh, that's very high, full toss, and it's a no ball. Umpire Vasha calling the no ball over the waist height. So a free hit coming up for Dan Pascoe as they took the single. Zam gets away with the no ball free hit as Pascoe just takes the single. 8 runs coming from the 6th. Templars still going at over to 10 and over. 63 for one. Building a partnership. Slowly. Anas Khan comes back. The ball was second over, successful in his first over. Big wicket of Jay Davidson, pinch hitting opener today, this afternoon at least for the Templars. Gives himself some room there, Pascoe, but can't beat the infield. And that's going to be a bye. Beats everybody. Dribbled on through. Hopes this pitch that has been used before holds together. That's obviously in the advantage of the Templars bowling the final innings of 4 today. Carter trying to go big. Not coming out of the middle quite yet. Tidy again from Anas. He might well be one of the 2 that are allowed to bowl the 4 overs. Wants an adjustment, putting a deep mid wicket. Kamal Erag heading out there. And this one isn't going out to mid-wicket. It's been cut out towards the deep cover for a single. Rain starting to fall here at KCC. Tries to go big, Carter. He's heading down towards long on. There's a fielder coming around, takes the catch. And that's the end of Chris Carter. Out for 4. The second wicket falls for the Templars on 66. I think the captain there taking the catch, Iftikhar. Sliding in, taking the catch. And the second wicket falls. Nice catch, captain's catch. End the over, and Anas Khan all of a sudden's got 2. The Templars are 66 for 2. Anas Khan is 2 for 6. Azam looking to continue. The captain, Iftikhar, taking the catch there. Also the head coach, Schiff. This little bit of the run-up from the pavilion end where they were inspecting right at the crease, that's what caused the game to get called off in the earlier rain shower. It was a little uneven and it became difficult to bowl. Azam's first over, reasonably tidy. Rain continuing to fall. Sonny Bimsaria is the batter coming out at 4. He scored a magnificent century this morning. That one, here we go, Azam. This one's flicked up in the air and gone all the way. Pascoe gets another maximum. Actually, his first maximum, another boundary. Targeting the short boundary. It was very high, this one. Big arc. Calls of catch it. Saw quite a few catches taken in that position, actually, this morning. That's why they were running, but floated on by. Long on. Zarm's gone for as many off the first delivery as his second over as he did for the first over in total. Resets, and this one takes this easy sink. Now Sonny to see his first delivery today. Oh, and a good delivery. But then just a bit of absent-mindedness allows them to get through for a bye. Sonny not getting a run off the bat. And the ball went straight on and stayed a little low again. I'll take every run they can. And Pascoe back on strike. Oh, that is a rank full toss. I know the ball's getting slippery. That one almost went around head height. Iftikhar and Kashif are pointing at where the footsteps are. I think Azam's been dragged from the lineup for a second no ball over waist height infringement. Looks like Kashif is going to have to bowl out the rest of this over. Hard work in the drizzly conditions, but Azam's been removed from the lineup. Kashif will bowl. Charged. That barely bounced. Wasn't a fuller length delivery. It was barely bounced once before it went over the crease, and it was very low. Soft patches everywhere with every rain shower we get. It's hard to say who it advantages. It's tough to bowl because the pitch is so soft, but then it's hard to pick which shot to play, and you think it's going to come hard onto the bat and just pulls up and sticks. Sonny faced the final delivery of the 8th, and he flicks it off the pads nicely. I think in the end, it's been socked over the line by the fielder trying to stop it with his feet, and gets a boundary. That's the first runs to Sonny. And after 8, the Templars are exactly going at 10s. They're 80 for 2. And that one there is one of those ones where the fielders are glad that the camera is not on them. Got there to cut it off and then somehow just slipped, and instead of stopping it with the foot, just easily punted it over the line for 4. Anas Khan, he's going to continue. Of course he's going to continue. He'd bowl all 17 if it was allowed. 2 overs 2 for 6. Dan Pascoe, who opened the batting, still out there in the middle, still going at 100. Strike rate. Anas Khan to Dan Pascoe, scoops it out nicely, but the sweeper is out there, and yes, keeps it to a single. Sunny on strike now. Again, runs on the pads. The ball did not even carry out past the circle, so that's fabulous running. He's in great form, Sonny Bimsaria. This time whips it away through square leg, racing away into the boarding. In the end, it was just a single, actually. What did I hear crunch into a boarding? Something. This one, I can guarantee you, is going to crash into something. It's going to land on the tents of the dugout. Maximum. Spinner to spinner, left armour to left arm spinner. No respect from Dan. Dan had a hard time out there today himself. This morning, he got Sahal Malvin card. This time an easy single. And good runs this over. 11 already. One ball remaining. Sunny back on strike. Full outside off. Running on the arm. The question is being asked by Anas Khan, who was that throw to? Because he threw it between the two stumps, split the pitch in middle. A bit of a misthrow with a greasy ball. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Good runs, 13 coming from the ninth as we pass the halfway mark. And the Templars 93 for 2. Kashif, who had to bowl half an over previously after his arm was removed by the umpires, is going to have another full over. Chiefs figures none for 5 off halfer. Dan Pascoe's called for new gloves. And if you missed this morning's game, go back and watch it. Sonny Bimsaria, 122 off 57. Marvellous. Been in the runs. That's why he got a call up for the All-Stars in the final. I think he scored an 80. There's a call of no. Sonny goes back, and then the person that was going to stop it misfielded it, so they will get through for the single. Greasy conditions out there. The rain appears to have stopped. And everything, of course, the outfield still wet from this morning. Parts around the centre wicket that weren't covered by the covers. Incredibly slippery. Sonny tries to crunch that straight and long, but just ends up going backward of square. Got 2 out of it. Driving long, driving hard, but again, it looks like going to hole out to that spot that's taken so many catches today. It's down at long on. The catch has been taken. Farhad Hyatt takes the catch, and Sonny departs cheaply in the second game. Out for 11. That will bring Jamie Atkinson to the crease. He got 64 this morning off just 21 deliveries. Stumped, charging down the pitch and missing one. That was a massive first couple of sessions, wickets really for the Templars this morning. There were none for 118, then the first wicket fall, then the next wicket didn't fall to 201. Bit different today, different conditions, 3 wickets down already, not quite at the 100 mark, but different batters being used in different positions. Jamie Atkinson coming in at number 5. Be a long time since Jamie Atkinson could probably remember coming in at number 5. Even when he plays for Hong Kong China, he comes up the order. We might come in about 5, depending on who they're using. He's on strike now. Sheaf's got his first. Jamie takes a few steps down, gets bat right next to knee and eases it out along the ground safely for his first single. This one going up in the air, and the catch is taken. That's the end of Pascoe, who opened the batting. He's out for 34, and the wickets continue to tumble. Kasheef's got 2 in 1 over. He's still got 1 ball left. Mitch Shah will be the next batter. Nice catch out there in the deep by Maroof to just miss down Pascoe. Mitch Shah being sent out at number 6. Remembering the Vagabonds need a big win to make the finals. If the Templars win today, they will make the finals. Toe poked that one through to Sheridan Saeed to finish off a very successful over for the Vagabonds, and Kasheef 2 wickets from just the 3 runs. And at the 10 over mark, which is irrelevant, it's not the halfway mark, it's only 7 overs remain. Templars are 97 for 4. Sounds bad, but not as bad as the Infidels at the moment. Up the hill, they're 70 for 6. Man took the catch. It's now been told to have a bowl from the bowling club end. Maroof into the attack. Anas Khan still with 1 over remaining if it's desired. Want to use 6 bowlers. Anas bowling the most. 3 so far. Short one that time from Maroof, and Atkinson onto it quickly, but picks out the player. Kamal Arag at cow corner. Only a single. Really seems like a slow pitch compared to this morning at least. Ball just not coming off the bat nearly as hard. Maybe some tired arms and legs as well from the Templars, having to play back-to-back games. Fresh legs of USRC Vagabonds. Got the morning sleep in. Little bit of spin there for Maroof, moving away from Mitch Shah. Wide as it goes down leg. It's only the 3rd wide of the innings so far. Easy runs behind square. Not big runs, and that'll be the Vagabonds' best friend. If 100 up. Up this morning was up in about 6 overs. Bit slower going, still good runs, high run rate. Atkinson's still there, so anything can happen. What can happen is you can put it up in the air. It's not going to carry all the way to the ropes. Getting underneath of it, Kamal Erag put it down. Went through the mitts and through onto the ropes. So that's a life for Atkinson. There's 2 players there ready. Neither of them decided to take the catch. Looked like Erag was the one underneath it. Atkinson thought he was out, then thought, okay, 4 runs, I'll take that one. Back live, and this time he makes sure he goes where there's no players, crunches it down towards the scoreboard. Back-to-back 4s for Atkinson. Gets a life on 2. And now is on 10. Just sheer power from Jamie Atkinson. And this one, he hits it through point with the spin off the bat. It spun away. It wasn't far away from carrying to the point position, but then spun away, so they get through for a single. End of the over. 12 runs coming from it. The Templars 109 for 4. Up the hill. Another wicket's fallen for the Infidels in the 14th. It is Farouk Saeed, the 7th wicket to fall. He's out for 33, top scorer so far for the Infidels. They are 85 for 7. No information on whether that's a delay, rain-shortened game like it is here. Looks like they only got started around the same time as us, so I think it will be shortened. We'll keep an eye on that one. We've got 6 overs left here in the first innings. Kashif, I don't know how to describe that. He's going to bowl his 2.5 over. He's bowled 1.3. He's got 2 for 9. And he's got Atkinson on strike. Wow. Was very lucky not to take the leg stump. Atkinson wound up, missed all of it, and actually cut away too far in the end. Pitching on off. Zipping down past leg stump. Slight delay as somebody decides they just want to wander behind the sight screen, behind the bowler. No cares in the world. What's this game on at a cricket club? They must wonder. This time Jamie's tried to go big. He's not going to carry it again. Beats the fielder though, sliding in and gets another 4 off what was close to being a chance of a catch. Shiva's being dangerous. Almost took the leg stump of Atkinson ball before this one. Again, I've lost count of how many players have targeted that long on region and have been caught out today. Be upward of 5 or 6 now. And that one was very close to joining them. And that was very close to the off stump. Kashif mixing it up this time, not coming so side on. Can't believe he hasn't got Jamie Atkinson out this over. He's missed his off stump, he's missed his leg stump, he's almost holed out the long on. Good little battle. So Jamie says he's had enough of this. I'm going to put that 3 stories up. Atkinson, just massive. Takes some steps down this time. Not going to get pinned in his crease. Sherry Saeed standing back. So Jamie says, okay, I'll come to you. Thank you, Kashif. And over his head it flew. Back live. Jamie pulls hard this time. Just along the ground to long on. Safely this time. And Mitch Shah, who's been watching all the action from the non-striker's end, will face the final delivery of the 12th. He's lofted that one back over the bowler's head. Only for a single. And that's the end of the overs. 5 overs remain. The Templars 121 for 4. What's the Wasps saying as a projection? 173. I think that'll be a very good score, to be honest. I'm remembering the Vagabonds don't just need to win. They need to win big. They want to be a chance. Maroof continuing from the bowling club end. Mitchell, just the 2 singles so far off his 4 deliveries. He's the man that had a triple wicket maiden from the bowling club end. He's on strike, facing Maroof. Gets past the bowler, takes yet another single, rotates it back to Atkinson, who is 20 more runs than where he was when he was dropped. 22 off 10. Longer boundary. They've got long on and long off, right back on the ropes. I'm sure Erag somewhere around our corner as well, but the vision's blocked by the tents. Does aim, 1 bounce down to 2 bounces to long off this time. I missed everything. Everybody missed everything. I think it's buys. You're waiting for umpire Sharoi. Yes, the arm goes up. Another one that's just dribbled on through. Shah gets down the other end, and Atkinson back on strike. This one goes up in the air. Farhad Hyatt into the position at cow corner. Makes no mistake this time. He got an extra 21 runs, but Atkinson has to go on 23. The fifth wicket falls for the Templars on 124. Maroof happy. Got his man as Hasnan Kiani comes out at number 7. First wicket for Maroof, and it's the big wicket of Jamie Atkinson. Variable bounce. We've seen a lot of balls go up high in the air. They thought would go over the ropes. And it's the slow bowlers doing a good job. Kashif's also got a couple. Hasnan wanted a run, and Mid Shah not interested. Whips with the wrists, straight down to long off. Another single and successful over. Comes to an end for the Vagabonds. Atkinson out for 23. 125 on the board with 4 overs remaining. Up over 150 at the moment. Would be a good result for the Templars. 5 wickets in hand. They've mixed the batting order up so much. I'm quite sure who's left. Ashley Caddy to come, Matt Chappell. Dash Vora is padded up somewhere. Likely to come out number 8. Farhad Hyatt back into the attack. 2 overs so far. Yet to get a wicket, but did take the big catch. Jamie Atkinson in cow corner. That one bounced through well. It's just well outside off. Good death over bowling from Farhad Hyatt. Fast, full one. No run available. Early call of no ball from umpire Tukru. Oh, could be danger, could be danger. No, get back safely. Oh, going on there. Free hit coming up for mid-Shah. Shah gives himself some room. Chops onto the leg side. Just dealing in singles. The run's drying up for the Templars.
Good ball. Easy.
A little bit of bat on that one. No, leg by, in fact. Angled into the body, turned it around the corner. Took the single. Just the 5 runs coming from the 14th. 3 overs remain. The Templars are 130 for 5. Maroof to bowl his 3rd over after getting a wicket in his previous. Mid-Shah and Hasnan Kiani just dealing in singles at the moment. Leg buys as well. One little bit of spin away. Played over the top of another dot. Thick inside edge, runs out to deep mid-wicket. Winds up hard. Big fresh airy. Not a lot of spin for Maroof. Just keeping it outside the arc. This time toe of the bat. Went behind. Point. No run again. Very tidy from Maroof in the death. Only 2 overs remaining after this one. He's only gone for the single. So then, Kiani goes maximum, goes big, all the way. Hands go up from umpire Shiroi. That breaks the pressure and adds some good runs necessary for the Templars. Not going to be a massive total to defend. Certainly not like this morning. He had a few practices at that one. Eventually got it sorted. One ball left on the 15th. Uses the wrist to push it onto the leg side, take the single, retain strike. Kiani moves to 9. 8 runs coming from the 15th. 12 legal deliveries remain. The Templars 138 for 5. Up the hill. I don't know if they're playing a 17 over rain reduced match or not, but the Infidels were bowled all out in 17 overs. 104 for 10 after 17, so the Scorpions, they want to get back-to-back double victories in the double header at Hong Kong Cricket Club. They'll need 105 for victory. Fahad to be the first bowler to bowl 4 overs for the Vagabonds. Hasnan on strike. It's one shaping towards the leg stump. Pushes it down to long on for a single. Hit away well and straight to the fielder. A wide-ish mid-off.
Catch it.
Up in the air, calls of catch it, and catch it is. Caught it. Backward point, short third. That's the end of Hasnan Kiani. Kamran Mahaban with the catch. And the 6th wicket falls. Dash Vora coming out at number 8. $150. Looks like about a par score at the moment. Starting to get into the tail enders. Young quick Dash Vora on strike. He takes an easy single, gets off the mark, down the non-striker's end, mid-Shah. Now, on strike, let's see. I think Matt Chappell's padded up to come in next. That one's flicked way up in the air, but everyone back on the ropes, so it just drops right on the circle. Single wicket, single. What are we going to get for the final delivery of the second last over, the penultimate over? Vagabonds have fought back well, kept the runs down, especially the last 5 overs have really flattened out the run rate. Darshi will take a single. Hang on, I think there was an overstep, no ball. In fact, there was, so that's not the last ball on the penultimate over. A free hit is going to be the penultimate ball of the penultimate over. Too many penultimates in there. Mitchell, he'll be on strike. Fielding change allowed as they took the single. And Clever wide, keeps it outside the arc, gets the dot. 1 over to remaining here at KCC in game 2 of the doubleheader. The Templars 144 for 6. Dash Vora will be on strike. Who gets the duties? Of course, it is Anas Khan to bowl the final over. Anas Khan will take the duties. He's bowled 3 overs, 2 for 19. Ignore that massive drop off. It hasn't been that bad for the run rate. That's just the computer logging no runs, or hasn't started this over, but that's the run rate so far. Still at 9. I'll get up over 150 perhaps. Be a target. Be difficult on this pitch to chase down. Tell you what is down is all our cameras, so I'll just commentate like a radio show. Dash starts with a big crunch down to long on. Okay, there we go. We've got one camera back. Now Mitchell. Jeez, come on, Anas. Swung around and might have dropped that one onto the stumps, is it? The bail has been dislodged. And that's the end of mid-Shah. Anas Khan gets his 3rd. What's happened here? Must have just feathered the top of the off stump. Mitchell goes. Matt Chappell comes to the middle. We didn't see him bat this morning. He'll have 4 deliveries, maximum legal deliveries to finish off this batting innings for the Templars. We'll have a 10-minute turnaround. The shortened game. USRC Vagabonds will come out all guns blazing as they need a big win to try to make the finals, which will be on June 2nd, I've been told. Semi-finals and the grand final in the afternoon. 3 games in a row, in fact, out at Ting Kwong Road. Here we are, live. And the Chappell scoop has come into play very early. I'm hearing from the dugout that might be his first run in Sunday cricket. Inventive. Dash Vora back on strike. He hits away through square leg. They have the deep square down there. He takes another single. It's a bit of a grind. Is it going to get to 150 or not here? Again, goes behind square. They have a short backward square in place, but single available. 148. What can Dash Vora do off the final delivery of the innings? He swats away on the offside, and they're going to push for two. Dash is going to try to come back. Does he get back? Safe, says umpire Hamilton. So Dashborough brings the score up to 150 for the KCC Templars. They've batted out their full 17. Get to the 150 mark, and they'll take it into the innings break. USRC Vagabonds, they'll need 151 for victory. They've got 17 overs to do it, and they need to do it quickly if they want to make the semi-final on June 2 of the Cricket Hong Kong Sunday T20 Cup. We'll be back live here from Kowloon Cricket Club in around 10 minutes' time. Join us then for all the exciting action of the Cricket Hong Kong Sunday T20 Cup. Welcome back to Kowloon Cricket Club. 17 overs remain for the season here at KCC. They make the final. The Templars will be playing at Ting Kwong Road on June 2. It's also my final broadcast of the year. How exciting. 17 overs remaining. 150 required. 151. The Vagabonds needing for victory. Anas Khan out there in the middle on strike. Dash Vora, ball in hand. Hamid Khan has the duties at the non-striker's end. Umpires are ready, giving us a wave. Now, we know the Vagabonds, they want to make the final and they have to hit bigger if they want to, so we might see some fireworks early. Anas Khan, bat in hand. Dash Vora. Wide and to crease. Starts big, but not all the way, just a 4, but good start from Anas Khan. I have no idea of what the target is for what the Vagabonds need to chase this down in. Their first game was a washout. Obviously the Templars already have a win this morning, so the optimists are out. Win to the Templars, or a small loss might see them through to the semi-finals on June 2. This one's gone straight up in the air. It's a big golf chip shot. Sounded like it was going to go all the way for a maximum, and in the end just rolled into the ropes as Atkinson tried to chase it down. Back-to-back 4s for Anas Khan to start with. He's trying to go over the rope, just slowly warming up. Slow pitch, even with the quick bowling of Dash Vora, a pitch that does nothing for the seamers. It's just not coming onto the bat as fast as you'd like. Can he adjust and go bigger? He can't, and he almost lost his off stump. Good comeback delivery from Dash Vora. He's had such a great season, Dash. That's why he got an All-Stars nod a few weeks back. Got himself a 4-for in one of the games. Beautiful bowling. Game Sherry Khan got a 5-for, so the two of them took 9 of the wickets. And there's an indication of just how slow this pitch is. I don't think there was an adjustment in speed from Dash, but it's just hit the pitch, and Anas has tried to play it at a normal speed. He was done before the ball was even remotely close to him. Wasp is happy with the Anas Khan start though. 76% chance for the Vagabonds to win this one. And watching that one, goes on top of the training nets for a maximum. This one perhaps a bit too full from Vora. Slashed away through extra cover by Anas Khan powerfully. Vagabonds dugout right next to where it landed. Very happy with that one. Lots of wrist. Too full. Final ball of the first over. A very good one. Not far from the edge, not far from the stumps. A dot, but good runs coming for the Vagabonds in the first. They're 14 for the loss of no wicket. They need another 137 from here. Head coach Wakas Barkat having a chat to Dash Vora about that first over. The captain takes his cap off, Jay Davidson. He will bowl from the pavilion end to start with. Wasn't bowling his express pace this morning, just letting the ball and pitch do its duty. And the first time we get to see Hamid Khan on strike as Anas faced all 6 deliveries of the first over. Got a deep mid-wicket in place and a deep square leg. And it's the square leg fielder comes into action first as it goes behind square. Jamie Atkinson down there. One single brings Anas Khan back on strike. 14 off 6. Up the hill, the Scorpions. Haroon Ashad and Anshuman Rath opening the batting for the Scorpions, needing 105 for victory against the KCC Infidels. They're having fun at the moment. They're 65 for the loss of no wicket in the 5th. Scorpions look like they're booking their spot in the semi-finals on June 2 of the Sunday T20 Cup. And they just let Anas Khan take an easy single. Good decision from the Templars, to be honest, given how he was swinging hard early. Hamid Khan, who hit one behind square to start with to get his first runs, back on strike. Same field placement as it was for the first delivery. It's gone up in the air, running back and takes the catch. Hasnan Kiani, another person, another batter holding out down at long on here on this slow pitch, and Davidson strikes in his first over. He gets the wicket of Hamid Khan. Vagabonds 16 for 1 as Kamal Erag comes out to the crease at number 3. I was joking during the innings break, talking to the umpires about the Templars should just put 4 players, if they can, after the power play, down at that pavilion long on boundary. Because everyone seems to want to try to take it on because it's the short boundary and they're not making it today. It's just not carrying onto the bat. That time they had both mid-on, mid-off inside the circle, but a very athletic Hasnan Kiani ran around down towards the side screen. Took a great catch, and the Vagabonds run chase falters in the second over. Kamal Erag on strike. I'll say that batters have been faltering trying to hit long down towards the pavilion. No problems at all for Kamal. He's picked that one up nicely, full length from Davidson, and deposited it a story or 2 up into the pavilion. It's nicely in the slot for Erang. Those fuller ones don't allow the pitch to slow the ball down too much, and played nicely through it. Starts himself with a 6. 2 big hitters from Vagabonds out in the middle now. Anas Khan, Kamal Erag. He's cut this one away off the top of off stump, beautifully picking the gap between backward square and gully. Gone 6-4 to start with. strike rate of 500 for Kamal of his first 2 deliveries. The run chase is back on track. Final delivery of Davidson's first. Good glove work from Carter as it gets through. Kamal just got the back toe in place. There's a little bobble with the front foot, but the back foot stayed down, fortunately, for Arag. He survives. Dot ball to finish with, 2 overs done. USRC Vagabonds, 26 for 1. And in another 125 off 15. Run rate's great compared to the run rate required. They don't just need a win, because of course the Templars had a nice big win this morning. Dashvora will continue. This is something he was talking about with me, actually, trying to go around the wicket more often, especially to the left-hander. Chris Carter up to the stumps. Anas Khan on strike. Big thick edge, very close to a diving Sunny Bimsaria, but can't cut it off. Wasn't far away, went through point. It was in the air for a while. Good delivery. Couldn't find the player. Anas Khan gets himself another boundary. Flicked away. He was waiting on it. Anas wasn't sure. And he wasn't sure. And he was sure it was going for 4. Sunny at a forward point. Wakas Buckard at a backward point. He wasn't there before. I think that's a new position for him now, with Dash going around the wicket and Sunny going a bit further around towards cover. Vora in again around the wicket. This one's gone up in the air, and Jay Davidson running back takes a spectacular catch. The captain gets rid of the very dangerous Anas Khan, out for 19. Vora gets some revenge. Well, second wicket down. Just as the runs flow for the Vagabonds, more wickets fall as they're chancing their arm, trying to push hard. This game, if it goes the full 17 overs, we'll push on past 5 p.m. It's been dark all day. Can't see on screen, but the sight screen looks like it's a night game. Not the sight screen, the scoreboard, I should say. It's lit up. What it's currently saying is the USRC Vagabonds are 30 for 2. Captain comes to the crease. Iftikhar Ahmed needs a captain's knock now. Dashvora is expensive. 14 off his first over, 4 off his first delivery of his second over, but that one was fluky. The second one, good catch. Jay Davidson having to run a long way back. Safe hands, good fielding. Something we didn't see from the Vagabonds with catches going down. Back over the wicket for Vora. Onto the toes. Behind square, Sunny Bimsaria on the ropes. Now, Kamal Arag. Strike rate so far of 333. What does he do? He tries to be delicate, but the short third is in place. Hasnan Kiani good in the field. Might be a bowler that replaces Jay Davidson from the pavilion end. That's what they did this morning with Hasnan in the side today. this one eased onto the leg side. Caddy comes trotting in from mid-on. Good bowling from Vora since that boundary. The whole over's been good, in fact. That one there was lucky as well, the boundary. Iftikhar face the final delivery of the third. Cuts away behind point, tries to take on Bakhart's arm. Gets through for the single, retains the strike. 7 runs coming from it, but another wicket falling after 3. The Vagabonds are 33 for 2. Needing another 118 off 14. What's going up the hill? Let's have a check-in. Oh, look away, listen away. Put your fingers in your ears if you're an Infidels fan. A game is over inside 6 overs. Scorpions have scored 110 in 5.5 overs to win. The game's just finished, so the scorecard hasn't updated yet, but there we go. Let's have a look. Anjuman Rath scored 53 off 17. Haroon Ashad scored 46 off 19. 11 extras, winning inside 6 overs. Scorpions off to the semi-finals. Iftikhar pulls hard, but doesn't get much on it. Through mid-wicket, another single. So late in the day, I'm finding it difficult to see out there whether it's just late afternoon cloud or it's actually still misty raining again. It feels like there's a bit of rain in the air. Just be ground level cloud at this point. We're playing on. Pitch is holding up. Just. Davidson bowl his second over. First ball for a single. And he's cut that away through first, second slip. And goes through for 4 as Davidson has a look at what's happened to the pitch as he planted that front foot. That area is the exact reason the game was called off this morning while it was raining. Dash Vora was trying to bowl from this end. You can see what he means. His front foot has rotated about 90 degrees as it spun in the mud. Davidson resets. Goes full diving effort from Sonny Bimsari in the field. Keeps it to a single. Iftikhar now. 3 off 3. Davidson just found a little spot there. Get the ball to jump up. You saw how high Carter took it up with the gloves. It was a full-length ball. This pitch is just going to do more and more weird things over the next 13 overs or so. Cut straight to gully, but Kamal Arag was running early, ran well, gets 3 for the single. I'm not sure what all those signals from Iftikhar is. Find out maybe soon. Let's cut away very nicely over the top of gully. Boundary to end. Good runs coming that over. 11 from it. 13 overs remain. The Vagabonds move towards the half-century mark at 44 for 2 after 4. Okay, now I know exactly what that signal meant. If Dickar wants a cap. No, doesn't want a cap. He just wants somebody to take his helmet away. Yep, cap on. There it is. He's going to wear the cap to Dash. Is that still misty rain out there? It's hard to tell. You can see water on top of the tents. Occasionally it just seems like there's a flurry of rain coming through late afternoon. Light. The run rate still well above the run rate required, but is it the run rate required to make the finals? Find out during the week. And I know one place that will have all the answers of who goes through to the semi-finals and finals. That will be the 8 for 52 podcast, episode 35, I think, coming up this week. I think we might be ending at the end of the 6th over. It's 36 episodes for a season's quite a few. That time hit a little bit too well by Kamal. Straight to the short third, so no single available. And good, fast, outside off, gets a dot. Back-to-back dots for Vora, who only bowled 2.5 overs in this morning's game. He bowled 2 overs from this bowling club end against the Optimists. Then bowled 5 deliveries from the pavilion end before the umpires decided enough was enough. It was too much rain. So he'll bowl more this game than he did in the previous one, finishing out this over. Iftikhar wanted a single. Kamal was completely planted, watching the ball go straight to Kiani again. Hasnan had a little bit of a bobble. So Iftikhar thought the run was there. Arag was not moving, so another dot ball. This one's not going to be a dot ball. Picks the gap between backward point and short third. Whips it away for 4. Slightly better for Dash Vora than this morning. He got 1 for 30 off 2.5. He's currently 1 for 26. It is not a quicks pitch by any stretch. Finishes with a dot. That goes straight to Wakas Barkat and backward point. So 5 runs coming from the 5th, 12 remain. Vagabonds, 49 for 2. So they need still 102 in 12 as the run rate slowly climbs and the run rate required slowly climbs. The run rate slowly drops. Good bowling. Speaking of Hasnan Kiani, he's done plenty of good work at that back short third. He's going to have a bowl. He'll be taking over duties from Jay Davidson at the pavilion end. Hasnan Kiani, the only bowler to bowl 4 overs for the Templars this morning. Got 2 for 38. Iftikhar on strike. Just dealing in singles so far. And that one will be another one. That brings the 50 runs up for the Vagabonds in the 6th over. I need to keep the run rate going from here. We've got wickets in hand. This one's played away forward of square. The deep square comes in doing the fielding. Mitch Shah out there on his lonesome. Lots of vacant area for him to cover. There's a short leg inside the circle and also a deep mid wicket and a long on. He's got to do everything from square leg around. Speaking of the long on, Jay Davidson comes in again. Another single. 3 poles to start with. So very tidy from Hasnan Kiani. This one on the pads, whipped away behind square, down into the sheds for 4. Interesting, I was about to mention, I don't know whether it's because of the footing or what, but Hasnan is going around the wicket to the right-handers. You can see, he'd normally be going over the wicket. He goes around the wicket, so it starts down leg side, and Kamal Erag helps it on his way behind square. Breaks the string of singles. This could be a catch. Going out there to that deep mid-wicket fielder, Ash Caddy. Is it Dan Pascoe? No, it's Jamie Atkinson. I'll get it right the third time. Jamie Atkinson taking a very nice catch to dismiss Kamal Erag. And after going for a boundary, Hasnan Kiani strikes the 3rd wicket down for the Vagabonds on 46. Jamie Atkinson at the deep mid-wicket area. Takes an easy catch for him. Hasnan, who got 2 in the first game, gets his first in the second leg of the double header. Shahriar Saeed coming in at number 5. Shahriar Saeed, the keeper, joining Iftikhar, the captain. 1 ball left of the 6th. Whatever the plan was, whether it's footing issues or just deciding to mix things up, Hasnan Kiani going around the wicket has been successful. I'll ask him after the game what sort of cunning plan this was. Shahriar on strike, shuffles across, bounces up, takes the dot. Successful over for the Templars and Kiani. 6 done, 9 remain. Vagabonds 56 for 3. Dan Pascoe is going to replace Dash Vora from the bowling club end. Similar plans for the Templars as it was in the game against the Optimist this morning. Pascoe didn't have a lot of luck, but he did have the big hitting Sahal Malvinkar to contend with. Ended up being Mitch Shah from this end getting all the wickets, including 3 in 1 over. Iftikhar Ahmed on strike. 7 off 8. He whips it hard out through the cover region where Mitch Shah, the man we were talking about, is currently stationed. Sherry Seed, who faced one delivery so far, now on strike. Pascoe looking for his first wicket today. He almost got one as well. Inside edge. Saving Sherrier there. Almost got through the gate. Gentle dab with the wrists there for Iftikhar, but again, that man who's been there for quite some time doing the work, Hasnan Kiani. Dash Vora moving out to deep mid-wicket. Maybe trying to lure Iftikhar into a false stroke. Well, there's a false stroke. He's played over the top of it and gone straight through. Rattled the cage. That's the end of the captain. Iftikhar Ahmed out for 8. Dan Pascoe does get his first wicket today in the double header. It is the captain, Iftikhar, out. 4th wicket falls. Vagabonds are 58 for 4. Watch the replay. Played all over the top of it. Just trying the dab hands. Dab nothing. As the rain is coming down again, I can see it. Maroof coming to the crease at number 6 for the Vagabonds. They wanted a big win, but at the moment they're losing wickets far too readily. The rain coming down, we'll play the DLS game, and at the moment, the Vagabonds, with losing that wicket, are 5 behind par. Par, right at this point, is 63. Okay, it's 63 on our NV play. But on the official Crick HQ scorers, it's 58. So they're literally right on par if the game is to stop right now. Vagabonds would get the win, but they wouldn't get the win by enough to make the finals. And Pascoe telling umpire Sharoy to shuffle across perhaps a little bit. Big full one to Maroof. This is a very tidy over from Pascoe. He really did go for some runs this morning. Well, 2 overs went for 38, no wickets, but this one here has been very good. Can he finish it off? Yes, he can. Maroof looking for a single, not there though. 2 dots after the wicket. 7 done, 10 remain. Vagabonds 58 for 4. Let's have a look at the par score for DLS on Crick HQ. It is 60. So if the rain was to stop game now, the Templars would win. That's the difference of 2 dot balls in a rain-shortened game. Wickets already falling. Okay. Well, I'm not sure why. He's got a wicket that way, but Hasnan Kiani will continue, and this time he's going back over the wicket. Does look a little dug up already on the other side, so he's going to go around the wicket. And did they get any pad on it? No. Wide +1. They have valuable runs while we're playing the DLS game. All right, we think perhaps the Crick HQ score hasn't loaded the right reduced numbers of overs, which adjust the DLS score. So we're going to go by the NV play one. And that's 66 at the moment. So rain continues to tumble. I tell you what, that's going to help the DLS as Sherry Saeed is on one, goes maximum forward of square. Vagabonds now exactly on the DLS par score. They would get the win if the game was to be called off now. We've had enough overs played. Get a legal game in. Of course, another wicket cause a readjustment. Speaking of readjustments, Husnan's throwing that one down leg again. I'm not sure why he's made the adjustment, apart from the fact that perhaps the pitch isn't good enough to bowl around the wicket on. He's pointing at that around the wicket area. I think he's going to go that way now. He's bowled 2 legal deliveries. It's cost 12 runs. And that one's going to be another maximum. Jamie Atkinson was looking where the rope was, looking where the ball was, but it sailed over by a few metres. And this is good from Sherry Saeed for the Vagabonds. Will it be enough? This over is ruining Hasnan Kiani's figures. 18 off 3 legal deliveries. So he resets. Hits this one hard, wide. Jamie Atkinson comes around though. It's a good result for the Templars because it's got the big hitting Sherry Saeed off strike. And the new batter of Maroof to face his 4th delivery. Very nervous coach from USRC. Kashif patrolling, keeping an eye on proceedings. And that is a good comeback ball after going for a bucket load of runs and get the dot. And still 7 runs ahead of par at the moment. He's going to get back-to-back dot balls. Good finish to a long over. 8 done. Well, now it's at 71 is the par score. Yeah, so they're 6 runs ahead at the moment. Umpires discussing out in the middle. The rain continues to tumble down. Fortunately, they might get the win, but well, actually, they will get the win plus the washout. That will put the Vagabonds through, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like the game is going to be called off. At least a rain delay. I don't know, have we got enough time to even get back on, so I'll run down and get a confirmation. But at the moment, as it stands, it looks like the Vagabonds are going to get the victory. Have to do the sums. Templars get a win and a loss. Vagabonds get a win and a washout. That should put the Vagabonds through, if I'm not mistaken, since the Opties lost 2. Or had a loss and a washout. I'll go down, get confirmation, shakes her hands all round. And it is the end of the game as the players are shaking hands. And it looks like Sherry Saeed's last over against Hasnan Kiani is going to be enough to get the Vagabonds the win. here at KCC. I'll be back in about 2 minutes' time with an update of everything that's happening in this game. Okay, back from talking with the umpires. Yes, it is a end of the game. The Vagabonds are going to win by 6 runs, and that means the Vagabonds are going through to the semi-finals on June 2nd. They get through on a win and a washout against the Opties. Went in a loss to the Templars, not enough. That's the end of their season. And in fact, it's the end of my season here at Kowloon Cricket Club. This is the final broadcast for the 2023-24 season. It's been great calling all the games here on Sunday for Kowloon Cricket Club. We'll do it again in 2024-25. Enjoyed the break. And Aaron Bush, I'll be back in season 24-25. Enjoy your summer.